A lot of people are afraid to really get in there and move their skin around, and you would be amazed at how a nice facial massage is very stimulating and so amazing for the skin and your skin health. It also helps the muscles underneath to get firm, believe it or not. So don't be afraid, no matter what age you are, to give yourself really nice facial massages. It does wonders. It's really about getting some really great movements, different techniques that we can use so we can stimulate our skin, stimulate the muscles, and bring that oxygen to the surface. And kind of over time, you know, this does tone the muscles. So I'm just showing you some movements. You can choreograph your own facial massage, but at least you can kind of view this from time to time and you know, see the different sorts of movements that you can do in your facial massage. All right, so intuitive, right? It's very intuitive. So we are just going to do some slow upward movements right here in our neck area. Slow upward movements. You don't have to press hard, but you want to feel a nice gentle stretch. You definitely want to feel a nice gentle stretch. And when you do this, I like to get my other hand engaged before this one is done and just lift it up. And just do this as many times as it feels good. And your skin is going to get warm. You will get warm doing this. Okay. One thing that will feel uncomfortable is if you go right over the top of your throat here. That's uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. But if you go on the side, it feels very nice. So we're going to do that a few times. And after you do that, then we are going to go right here and we're going to take our fingers and we're going to just lift that up, and we're going to go right, we're going to scissor our chin and we're going to go right up into the ear. Again, I like to engage before this one's gone. And we're going to go lift it up and here. We're just doing a scissor and we're going to lift it. Do this, I don't know, 6 to 8 times on each side. And we're just going to do that. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take a little pinching action, and I'm going to take this, my pointer finger and my thumb, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to kind of pinch my chin, but I'm just going to take this now and just bring it all here. So I'm pinching and I'm just going to run my thumb right underneath my mandible, and I'm just going to bring it up. So pinching and then just bring it up, pinching, bring it up, pinching, bring it up. Do that about 6 to 8 times. Now if you start getting a little dry and you're losing your slip, but your skin feels pretty good, just put a little bit more of your oil on your hands and just continue from there. Now we're going to take this action. We're going to do kind of a pinching, okay? We're going to pinch. And we're going to roll the tissue, and we're just going to pinch it a little bit. It's not going to hurt. None of this should hurt, but you're going to feel it. I want you to feel it, and you're just going to pinch. See, I'm pinching like you would a little kid, you know, but not hard, but you're going to feel the muscle. I want you to feel the muscle under there. And you're lifting and pinching, but just a gentle, thick pinch. You don't want to get the tissue really thin, like you're popping a pimple. You know, so it's just a pinch, a slight pinch at the end, and you can just kind of lift the fingers off. Okay, great. We're going to go on to the frontalis now. All this right in here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our whole palm. We're going to use the entire palm, the surface, down into our fingers, this whole hand. And I'm going to put it kind of low, and I'm going to really go upward, and I'm going to take the other one right behind it. Now I really want to lift, you know, I really want to lift that muscle all the way to the edge. So I'm lifting, 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 lifting. And I want to do this. I want to warm up the skin, activate that muscle. It feels so good in between. Oh, we're going to do some work there between the brows. Okay. Now if your shoulders and traps start burning, give them a rest. Okay. Now we're going to do some side to side. So we're going to take this now and we're just going to go side to side. We're going to think of this as ironing out your forehead. All of these movements, you're ironing out your forehead, you're ironing out those wrinkles. Okay, now speaking of ironing out those wrinkles, this is a great movement I'm going to show you next to do while you're applying some really fantastic serums. Those serums that have peptides in them, you know, and you can deliver that and really do this movement, and you'll get really great penetration in an area that you want to focus on. But this is also great just for the wrinkles themselves. So most of us have these wrinkles. Even if you don't, you're going to want to do this because it could help. So we're going to create a little kind of avenue for this finger to go. I recommend your middle finger for this. And so we're going to do this, and then we're going to meet it, and we're going to go back and forth, and we're going to press, and we're going to follow it all the way here, and then we're going to go back. So we're pressing, pulling, pressing, pulling, pressing, pulling, pressing, pulling. And then we're going to go up, and we're going to press and pull, press and pull, press and pull, press and pull, press and pull. Okay. Then I'm going to take these and I'm going to go back and forth in little tiny little parentheses, really. And I'm going to do that. And when I get here, I'm going to lift that muscle. I'm going to get in here, and then I'm going to get that side, and I'm going to lift that muscle. And these are great kind of if you go a little quick. You're going to find that your skin's going to get pink, and that's good. That's good. But when I get here in the middle, I'm going to slow down and lift, slow down and lift. You can even do this, and then you're going to continue on to this side. Just little movements, just little movements, back and forth. Okay. Now let's work on the eye area. So we're going to lift, 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 and then I'm going to take a tiny, this hand or this finger is going to run underneath. This one's going to run over, and we're going to do a little tiny scissor, but we're going to end there. So we're going to lift, 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 start right in there, lift with this finger, and then we're going to take it all the way this way. Lighten your pressure when you get to the temples. So lift, 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 squeeze a little. You want to squeeze right there, kind of squeeze these right in here. Lift, lift under here, kind of squeeze. It feels so good. And then we're going to just follow that all the way, light, light, light pressure when you get there. So lift, 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 lighten the pressure. Lift, 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 lighten the pressure. So do that 4 to 6 times, or 6 to 8, and then rest, rest, rest. Now we're going to do little pinches. We're going to pinch. We're going to use our thumb and our first pointer finger here. And we're just going to go under here. We're going to pinch. We're going to pinch and lift. 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 Hold it for about 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're going to do little tiny circles with the pads of our ring finger. And we're going to start here on the side of our nose. And we're going to circle, circle, bring it around, under, down. We're going to circle, circle. If you want to take your thumbs down here, it kind of stabilizes things. But we're going to circle and lift, bring it around. Not a lot of pressure. Circle and lift, around. Not a lot of pressure. Bring it down, circle, and a little more pressure when we go in this direction. Okay. All right. You can do some really nice circles around the eyes. So we're just doing some really slow circles. And again, the slip is so important, that you have really good slip. Okay. Now we're going to take our fingers, we're going to bring it down in here, and I'm just going to kind of let it take this, and we're going to just lift, reduce the pressure, down, lift. I'm cupping, reducing the pressure, down, lift. Now we're going to take this and we're going to lift and we're going to hold. Right in here, lift and hold. You actually may feel a little sore. You may feel very tight right in here. You can feel tight anywhere. We have so many muscles on our face, you guys, and so many pressure points everywhere. It is amazing how I can feel where people's tight spots are on their face. You do the same, a lot of the same facial expressions through the days, maybe different than your friend, so those muscles are always engaged. So to be able to relax those facial muscles is amazing. And you know, so like for me, I'm quite tight here. I can feel it, you know, so I just am going to kind of want to lift, kind of cup that under there and let it go. So I'm going to lift, kind of cup it there and let it go. If you get pink, that's good, that's good. We are going to do this now, but we are going to go kind of fast, and I'm going to kind of let my fingers snap out at the end. So I'm mostly on this, I'm mostly using my fingers instead of my whole, you know, hand. This is mostly fingers, and I really want to stimulate, so I'm going to go kind of fast. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to take it up into this area. Go this way. Okay. Great. So now I'm gonna do this movement, okay? And I'm gonna do this. This is tapotement, and I'm gonna do this all over, around my eyes, around my forehead. And we're just gonna kind of, this is great exercise and great for your fingers as well. If you're a little stiff, that's okay. Just do the best you can. It's all about stimulating the skin. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, let me know, and then I'll know I should do more videos like this. I hope that you get encouraged to try this on your own skin. You would be giving your skin a lovely gift. Shoot for doing it once a week, and experiment with using these movements in an order that feels really good to you, and try to make the transitions from movements seamless, and it'll be very intuitive in what feels good, and it should be a really relaxing experience. And if you can talk someone into watching this and then doing this on you while you lay there relaxing, that's the real way to go. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.